Well, it's not the first time that Ruud van Nistelrooy has caused havoc against Arsenal, this time as managers. PSV Eindhoven damaged Arsenal's perfect run in the Europa League. Luis Miguel Echegaray, Janusz, Michallik. Janusz, thoughts as Arsenal's perfect run ends in the Europa League?
Wow. So it has finally happened. I mean, finally happened in a while, right? I mean, of course, they've lost against Manchester United, but the second loss on the season for Arsenal this time in Europa League. And then where do we go from here? Do we add to the drama, Luis, here and says, wow, we told you so? I suppose if you throw enough darts at the board, you're going to hit a bullseye. If you were to say, yes, I told you so about Arsenal, I'm going to be composed here, I think, because we could see that coming. You and I have been talking about this a little bit, right? About maybe a little bit of tiredness. They look leggy. You could almost say it's been coming since actually, I think the win against Liverpool, right? I mean, if you look at the two games against PSV, if you look at the game against Bodo, if you look at the game, even the win against Leeds, the draw against Saints, 5 games running now where maybe Arsenal were not at their best. So, look, I mean, you've got to bounce from this, right? Somehow it gives Mikel Arteta and Arsenal a chance to refocus, say, hey, it's been good. We've been building a culture of winning. And now it's kind of soft patch a little bit. It's not at the great. Let's see how we react. And, if we look at the schedule this weekend, you can bounce against Nottingham Forest at home. You have Zurich at home to win the Europa League. And then on the horizon, this massive away game against Chelsea. But I think that's as much as I can say now, because, I don't want to be a drama queen in this.
We don't want you to be a drama queen, Janusz. It's okay. But you do raise a very good point, though. And that's about, can Arsenal pick themselves up again in this situation? Because something that we always think about Arsenal is, when the going gets rough, they sometimes don't wake themselves up again. And Mikel Arteta wants to win this group so he can alleviate his schedule. Can Arsenal this season with this squad, can they do it, Janusz? Answering your point, basically, can they pick themselves up again, do you think?
I think they can. I mean, they've had on a number of occasions an excuse to revert to the old Arsenal, but they haven't. I mean, take this away. And look, I mean, they went away to PSV and they've lost, I think rightfully so. I mean, number of goals called back. Luke de Jong came in and look at an assist, a goal, an assist, and a very near miss on a header that could have made it 3-0 really right after that. But previously against the Saints and some of these other results, they could have easily fold and revert to what they used to be. So I'm going to wait. I think they absolutely can, because you have 2 matches, as I said. Home against Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I know Forest had a big win against Liverpool and all that, but they're still Nottingham Forest. and I think Arsenal at home in front of their supporters can bounce, can get a win, then follow that with a winnable game against Zurich at home in Europa League. And if they do, then they will be top of the Premier League. They will continue to be top of the Europa League. And things will be better. So, it's a chance to refocus. As I said, I think they're already ahead of the schedule. You and I have talked about that. I think we all understand that there's a certain limit to this Arsenal team in terms of squad depth. Today, I mean, we saw even dependable Aaron Ramsdale, going fishing on that one goal. And I think, Fabio Vieira may be the only player that I could kind of point towards today and say, you know what, he had a good game or decent game. Everybody else struggled.
Well, take nothing away from PSV Eindhoven as they get a very important victory, but Arsenal, who continue to fight and see what they can do in the Premier League and the Europa League, will have to pick themselves up once again. We'll find out if they indeed can.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.